Sid! Enough to give those a... But mostly...
I'm afraid there's no getting, meaning that...
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to...
That with you... Well,
All right?
as for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So...
I shouldn't have stayed away.
I always... You... And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier... It was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. Something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but... Dravos isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day, because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the crop. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by the average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as... Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravos what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this.
I'd like that.
Just be sure that...
I never thought I'd...
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin would be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravos in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan.
Here's the scraps you were after.
Thank you for the deal, Ed, mister. Mummy needs...
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping. Have you learned any?
Little and let.
I see.
Be assured, even now.
Fallen ruin.
Indeed. As if protecting the secret.
Secrets with...
Should out mayhap it.
Would that be possible?
Of course. Perchance I was due to visit. If you...
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They might... It will...
Thank you. A village built around an airship. Sounds like another lost wing. I hope the inhabitants are just as friendly. Ready, go? You deserve a rest.
Now, Torgal!
To deal with these ones first. This one. can't go on. Come on. This one. Now to find this spherical echo. This is it. Right then. Just what to find.
Take that, you nod!
Clark? I just wanted absent all is and
Are you alone? There.
it's but speaking of men, may there I'm afraid the exam and they and of the long life how could I Vic I'll go and
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
a League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dallam.
Ah, sick.
I thought
Yes.
yeah,
Then you've done, but we.
All right.
There's one up.
leave it with.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
must be the Camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Finger! Take his head off! Toggle, kill! Stay down! Over here! This one! All yours, Toggle! Too slow. Over here! Go, Toggle!
Sid, where? Ah,
No, but...
no.
What is it?
Oh, they're saying that
What?
seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape. Some of the children spotted and went, and without it.
But that's not...
It, iffy, still.
Fuck.
I don't know where.
You're right. And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor, but we just couldn't.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to you. Head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who. They know that Lubor and I are friends. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League.
I'll do what I... Lubor, stay here with the children. And that is...
Why you? In the bearer's side, Victor.
Why do they always have to make such a...
He knew all along that he was...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but...
As have I, Lord Underhill, wasn't... The rumors that he's a bearer...
He'll never be mayor now.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the... In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little...
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing...
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home?
Perhaps. That is... And they will thank you not...
townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right. Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
I assume the situation...
There's still hope.
But perhaps not in this lifetime.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense.
No, and your efforts would be better.
But Lub...
Rosina would... That steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of yourself. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her... But I do not doubt that she was, and so must I. And now, I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalim, for only united can they hope to stand against the threat. I'll need to make a suitably...
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones.
How could it possibly? The least you could...
It would not take...
Over. And so just like that. I thought you would, but it seems you hadn't.
Victor.
Forget it.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. A reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days. Those things I said before.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it, a foundation upon which to build. He's already...
He would rob?
Believe me.
What does Captain... when the town...
A man that can... No. But given the mood around...
Who could blame...
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach, you have the respect... And unlike Philippe, well...
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, in the garrison...
Oversee...
All right. I may have met this duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid, and I shall... But tell me, is it wealth that you...
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan.
Ah, you are worried the expanded garrison will render yours... Yet you needn't be. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has... But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely, which is more than can be. The Empire wants for... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and plans are already soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate. Should they return in force,
the people... If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a function, one whose author... That is why this levy, so that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people.
I suspect they're afraid of losing.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of it? You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own...
Sabine, we have...
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead...
Without an empire, there are...
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga...
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. The citizens... I wonder what the people really... It wouldn't hurt to ask them. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
As long as you remain, the veil will see to
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, I wondered what you thought of the Duke of...
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Why, your stall is...
I've been hearing a lot.
Nothing going around acting, and with hardly a word to the day.
I take it you'd rather she was in.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need His Eminence to sod off.
A question. What do you think of the Duke?
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you you got it. If he thinks his name will do whatever it...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers? Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best. And if that means...
You're the one who's talking to his...
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but what do you think of his plan?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bards...
I left everything.
As long as you remain, the veil will...
Sabine, you are embarrassing
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town in. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this. Captain.
For you? Thank you for that. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about that. Do you intend to go...
But to tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the...
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either.
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Well, duty called. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Those things I said before.
So many were injured.
Ah, were you able...
I what?
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your... The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow them, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque? I dare say thank you.
I don't know about...
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it. Because I realized what really meant. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting. I honestly don't know when, but I'm certain they're not finished with them. When they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally... There's no point following orders if they go against everything.
Indeed.
All of us. That has... We have... Thank you.
And if... I fear...
Not it.
Wouldn't be...
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke. In the stubborn belief, but I suspect...
Until then.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
It's over! Vogel, kill!
Two down, one to go. Or it should be somewhere nearby.
club seeds. But if he has, they've lived small. And if you're so.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask there.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, better that than and chocobos, they ain't Anyway, I'll go.
I'm sure.
How do? Very well.
Just because the heavens have gone to reckon. I've got greens of all shapes and sizes. Colours too.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure.
I'll give your offer some thought, my...
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking us.
Of course. And she's no fool.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So...
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in after her brush, she's dangerous, Sid. But I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can...
The Baum are...
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to...
We've
Back to civilization.
with all haste. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many. Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Over here!
So much for your escort.
I surrender.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people...
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing, she's been arrested, by the way. And she won't be getting off lightly. Can't have been easy.
I'm sure it will.
I hope so. You had... Anyway.
Keep up the good... Good girl. Damn it. The whole village is turned. No need to ride from here. Get him!
Stay down!
This Get him!
All right.
To me, Blades! All yours, Torgal. This one. Over here! Rotor! This one. Attack! Rotor!
Get him!
Let's try.
Get him!
That's all of them.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to... I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
The victuals Martha sends us are more than enough.
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizar Martha's keen. I jest, but they... Martha, that's... These... Then, unless not... It's about... Unfortunately, we've been a little... There are time. Gather them. Yes.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from...
You mean the bear?
So wait, though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home! And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. This one. Go to him. Over here. Go to him. Nice try. Looks like that's the
Lord Rossfield!
What is...
Owl from the rest. And a cat...
Well, the better. So Wade.
Hard to say. I could...
No. You stay. I'll go after. Join me.
If you... May the fun...
Guess we're all ready. With me, Torgal. This one. Get him. Over here. Sick him. Over here! Ah! This one! Back to Eastpool.
Lord...
It's dead.
Thank the we were able... I have got... I hesitate.
I think it might.
We saved... Thank you.
No, you...
We never know.
Forgive us, but there's no... We're free men now. We have to... And we shall. This is our... They'll have a...
Come on.
This...
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bearer, and I believe if he was still with us today...
I believe you might...
I shall remain here, after all.
I think... But you should be proud. I'll have to pull my weight. Speaking of it...
Can we continue to...
Of course. And I'll be counting on yours, too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes. Since when the odd, but ever to be, know that whatever...
So, you have all... I know that Andy...
Thank you. I know the...
The hero is lucky. Not only did...
I just...
Auntie?
Thank you, Martha.
So? And a home?
Well, it was your...
Though I... You bet.
I...
Where? He showed up at the stable, found her, me, and before I knew it, told me I was giving them relief, but not right. And you? Where? Just like these.
Indeed, which is...
And if good thing is... Anyway, better get the least of...
That's... That is good news.
Yeah.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask Elle how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right.
Thanks, Club.
Don't I know? No.
So...
Bonnie came to talk. They've reached an agreement. The prices, but the consult...
And you had no opportunity...
None at
Elle?
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the consortium even find out?
It's not so surprising. This isn't... I'm
Alone?
Are you... How... You even...
Oh. Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting. She'll never join them. She means you're... So I'll... You go...
I'll do. All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
I wouldn't give for a hot.
Looks like this is the end of the road.
When are they gonna let us through?
Time to fight. You deserve a rest. I hope I didn't keep you. Did you arrange to speak?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult?
I did. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them up.
You misunderstand. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due But what is done is done. Come then.
Alas, you are too late. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings.
That does sound... No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. And with it,
my associates will be...
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. He was right, you see. The Silver Peakons, they're represented. I feigned in... As soon as he left,
So you never...
No. But I was a fool.
You tried.
I did, but they...
Hello. Word from Cashlock. The village is under... A pack of beasts have come down. They...
Thank you. I'll get...
Hold on, Theo. Good girl.
Yeah!
No need to ride from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
just have to pre-
I can do better.
To me!
This one.
Go for it!
can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Get him! Get him! This one! Get him! Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore!
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Elle. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place.
It wasn't against his word. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your...
To live my... He never could come to terms with...
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made, and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll...